Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the second part of a video on slings, single and 2-point slings, but I'm going to talk about the response on this one, which will mimic the same as the ARs, but there's one thing I'm going to do to this one that I'm waiting on the part, but my ARs have it, but we'll talk about that one. I think it's a good deal for me. But here we go. I'm using a 2-point sling on this one. That's kind of what I prefer overall. The one, you can see it here. It holds it good on me. I'm good with that. I can do this. I can move it over just a little bit. And if I have to transition to a sidearm, it's out of the way. But even right here, it's out of the way. I can do what I need to do. But if you have a 2-point sling on, I just kind of put it over my shoulder and arm through it. And if I have to come up and use it, come up here, do what I gotta do. And if you notice, I'll come up, I'm using the slings, got a little tension on it. So if I'm holding here, it helps stabilize the gun. If you know anything about red dots or you use them and you're just standing there, that dot is moving all over in the window, or where your point of impact is on the target, it's dancing around. And what I found out, if I do that, it'll help stabilize it quite a bit for me. I'm 55 years old, so it does help. If you're younger, you may not need that, but it does help. So let's move on. So I run 3 points on this one as well. The back, of course, which is in the middle portion of the buttstock, and I run 2 up here. I got the front one, and I have 1 in the middle. They both have different uses for me. Get this back in there. Let's move it to the front one. Give them a tug. It sits a little bit lower on me. I'm good with that. But if I have to come up and use it, I can come up, do what I need to do. This hand's free. It's not caught in this. I can do whatever. If I have to drop it and go hands on, I can do that. But if I wanted to, like I said, come up here, do what I gotta do. It doesn't stabilize the barrel as much for me, but it's a good position. The one thing I do want to do to this gun, and the part will be here Sunday, I'm gonna change this plate right here. That plate's gonna have 2 quick connects on it. That way I can move it from back here to the front of the stock. I like that because when I go to shoulder, all this stuff is out of the way. It's more up here. It's out of the way of my shoulder, and I prefer that. My AR, I do that, and it keeps everything out of the way, and it's good. But this is good too. It's primarily out of the way. It's not totally, where the FPC is right down here in the end, and it does get in the way. This pretty much stays out of the way for the most part, but it slightly is in the way. You can feel it. So if you come up here, there you go. Again, you have 2 points up here. I prefer that because different options. See how it holds the gun a little bit higher for me. I kind of like that too. But if I come up and shoot, I have this, a little tension, holds it nice and steady where I can put that round where I want, especially in a use of force situation. I can also carry it like this if I want. If I have to come up here, boom, do what I got to do. I don't particularly care for it. I prefer one arm through. Unless I'm on the ground, then I take the sling completely off just because you're on the ground, and it's very weird if you try to use it with it. There you go. So I'm using this as tension. So let's go to a single point real quick on this one. Around the head, put an arm through it, get that thing situated. Again, if I put it way up here, it's okay if I'm just holding on to it and just letting it dangle there. But the minute I let it go, look what happens. Barrel goes to my face. Not a fan of that. But when I get the other one and I can put it up here, it'll hang low. Not a big fan of that, but it will be better. It won't twist to where this goes to my head. It will actually stay down, but it dangles all over the place. It'll be about right here, and if you're trying to run or move, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna beat the hell out of your knees and your legs. But there you go, in a nutshell, is the 2-point and the single point slings. I prefer 2-point slings. Again, all my rifles have the one in the back, and I run 2 on the handguards, front of it and the rearest I can get, which is, you can see right there. Far forward, oops, turn that off. Far forward or back on the handguard. I run both of them. Pretty easy. If you guys have any questions on this or you want to see something, I didn't do this on a range because there was no reason to shoot, just to show you slings. So if you have any questions, post them below. I'll help you out. Take care. Bye.